As we rejoin you with SportsCenter, this just in, the breaking news from our Adrian Wojnarowski. Rockets with renewed interest, it's up on ESPN.com, in trading for Jimmy Butler. This is where you all came in. The Jimmy Butler story entering its 37th year. The Rockets with renewed interest with the possibility of a trade involving 4 future first-round draft choices. And Woj joins us now. Where did this come from? I thought that part of this prospect was long gone.
Well, Houston is all in on trying to win a championship with this core of veterans. James Harden, Chris Paul, and 4 first-round picks is the most you can put in a deal because you can't have a trade. You can't have a pick going out every year. It's got to be every other year and only 7 years out. So that's the most they can put in a deal. Talks around the players that would be involved are fluid, but Houston is in an absolute win-now mode. They would like to trade for Butler and then re-sign him to a max deal this summer.
The question that arose immediately is he a fit there? It's probably the wrong question. What do you know about what they think and how they think he is a fit with them?
Well, he gives you a tremendous big wing defender to go against Golden State. You've got to be able to defend Golden State all over the floor. This is a team that's taken a step back defensively from the group they had last year. Jimmy Butler is one of the elite two-way players in the league. He certainly, is scoring at almost 25 points a game this season, almost without a preseason behind him. And he gives them the ability to go at Golden State and go at a really good Utah team that they've got to get past in the West to get to the finals.
All right, so Woj, since the season started, this is like 3 different possible futures for Jimmy Butler. You now have a gauge of what was likely and what wasn't likely and what looked good and what looked real. Can you give us an estimate as to what the likelihood is that this trade will actually come off?
Well, Minnesota is still fielding offers around the league. Teams are still trying to feel them out about what it's going to take to get a deal done. It's expected that at some point here, Miami will return to the table with Minnesota. They got pretty close on 2 different occasions to a trade, but Miami and Houston especially, they don't have the cap space this summer to go out and sign Jimmy Butler in free agency. They've got to trade for him and then use his bird rights to re-sign him. Teams like the Clippers, Brooklyn, New York, they can use their cap space this summer. They don't have to be quite as aggressive and offering these kinds of assets that Houston is, or even that Miami did, to get him from Minnesota now.
A lot more on the website from Woj as this developing story unfolds. Once again, Jimmy Butler may be or is back in play and possibly to Houston.